You know, I mean, I haven't heard much from.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything from.
They got that creek. They got the creek.
We use something quick on
Yeah,
that.
and then they have a 110 gallon, 118. I feel like next time. So, I'm gonna afford that.
Gentlemen? Oh, Jim, it's Tuesday, doesn't
It's still go down my line until Monday.
Well, we also have a farm there.
Yeah, it's Tuesday, it's Robeson, it's Wednesday, it's Elsa's, last night stopped
great.
in and had a conditioning use hearing,
I'm a little different location here.
retail,
Everybody
it was
drives by.
applied for as a retail convenience store, turned into a smoke shop.
Well, I mean, it's retail, right?
It's not retail, it's actually a
Good smoke,
placeholder.
selling smoke.
Yeah, it's a placeholder for when they legalize recreational marijuana.
Yeah, it's like that with
You know,
There is a difference.
probably gonna be an appeal, 50/50, no goes on the appeal. And every time I see these stores, the window, vapes, CBD, still being, I think, this is the whole room. This is how it is. Yeah, it's really, and I know, and even from my office, I look down State Hill right from my office window, because I look at State Hill Breakfast. What is it, nothing marijuana dispensary? Big letters, it's not discreet. And it's not like there's some, it should be just another prescription drug. But no, it has to be big, yeah. Yeah. This can't be good.
Barry, did you look at that detour plan at all?
What's up?
Did you look at that detour plan at all?
I did not.
I didn't. Did you? Aaron circulated the detour plan.
Oh.
I didn't look at
I
it.
briefly looked at it. It's like a big map and arrows all different directions. I guess, because we really should have brought that along, so we're gonna have to post it on the website.
Yeah, and we'll start. I just wasn't at my desk much today.
Because, that's gonna start August the 4th and there won't be another meeting till then.
What was that for exactly?
The, Zion Bridge culvert being replaced, so that section of Zion will be closed probably from the 4th to the 24th, depending on their schedule.
And when,
They can look at it.
turn the pumps up. paradise.
You get the, emails?
Thank you. I took a look at it.
I don't understand if you use it or not, but,
Oh, I'll take it.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
Hello. Trying to reach Greg earlier today about something unrelated to this. Is he around or? Okay. He's out, is he gonna be back next week?
Next week.
Okay, good, good.
Is that something you want me to know?
No, I left a message with the receptionist.
Oh, you did, okay.
Yeah, it's a Prairie Township matter.
Oh, okay, got it.
Busy every day. Yeah. Yeah, there's no one.
There's a couple confusing over.
What did he say?
It's not
Oh, well, mom and dad and
I believe most of you are aware that we're streaming on YouTube. It stays on throughout the proceedings.
If you haven't done so, please sign in.
It's not signing you up for any committee service, it's just so we know who's here. Although I'm sure there's a lot of willing servants yet to come.
Alright, so now's the time for Supervisor regular meeting to order, 7 o'clock, we'll go pledge allegiance and one silence for all military personnel.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Here. Here.
Any citizens' concerns today? Alright, this correspondence, Harold, you wanna go over the new correspondence there? There's excessive shooting, and you wanna talk about that one?
Which one?
The first one, complaint agency. Property complaint number one,
Excessive shooting.
Okay, so I gave that to the police, there's nothing really for our code enforcement that is in it. I believe it's a complaint that they lives in Union, but has property in, Robeson as well. So, you're just gonna have to wait till somebody starts up, it sounds like it's sporadic. What's the other one?
the other one's the animal adoption or something. Disposal.
Yeah,
Animal feces.
Ted's gonna go out and check that out. It really sounds, I haven't been out, but it sounds like that they're adopting pets, I would say, and, stockpiling. This is the property that we had an issue with before, is it not?
Now, is this, like horses and stuff, or is it dogs and cats?
She was on the trip, and, I haven't got her to go back yet.
Alright, so he's gonna check this out.
I'm assuming it's domestic, not livestock.
There'd be a lot of animal feces if dogs and cats. The smell. Okay.
Any more on Zion Road or?
Ted is going back out there and if we get another citation for the vehicles. And I asked him to, look over the property because, Jason will be back on Thursday. He was out there and said there's all kinds of garbage bags, and so I'm gonna get a better grip on that and then, we'll report that to Ted as well. There's a lot of complaints of,
Still getting them.
yeah, we're inundated with complaints about just about everything. Not just people in the neighborhood, but potholes, washouts, and the list is pretty long. The guys have been out there trying to repair and fix as much as they can, but some people don't understand that we do the higher priority roads first, and then we work our way back to the less traveled roads. So.
Alright. Nothing else in correspondence, we have police, we got officer Cooper.
Good evening, board. From the last meeting that we had, it was requested for where the NRAD budget line was, and that's 410.705. That's where speed timing devices were consolidated together. That's where the $200 would come from. Another thing that I have is a copy of the speed study that was done. I do not know the exact number of cars that went through that Old River Road, but I'd like to get that number. I gotta talk to Officer Cummins about that. And we did put the speed sign at Oak Brook Drive. And that's all I have.
Will we give you that information?
What's that?
Will we give you the volume of cars?
How many? Yeah, it should. I'll have to talk to Josh about that.
Alright, anything else?
That's it.
That's it? Alright.
What monthly reports we have available are there for you. The sewer aging report, I can briefly talk about that. We are looking to move towards the FAMs coming on board, and I think that's a topic for later on. But we need to figure out how we're going to address the delinquent customers before we turn it over. Otherwise, what's going to happen is that people are going to all of a sudden just start getting interest, penalties, everything else day one. So my suggestion was to write a letter to all those that are delinquent, explain to them, what's going on, the fact they're going to be delinquent, and tell them we're going to lien them effective whatever our cutoff date is. And that way everybody starts fresh in the PAMs, and we move forward from there.
That does not mean, folks, that we're acting on that lien by way of causing property issues, but it does kind of better secure our position for those who haven't paid their bills.
Harold, did you fix the problems with the aging where some of them were over and there were mistakes made?
We're still working on that.
Right, but that's gonna happen before.
Absolutely, before we even start printing bills.
Now, what are we gonna do with these poor people who don't have access to online and stuff like that?
You mean as far as payment goes?
Mm-hmm.
They can still get a bill mailed to the house.
Okay, because that was a big thing, because we can't put a drop box out, those things are out
Yeah,
of the
no.
question.
Yeah, like I said, that will, they
So
will
Pam's
bill.
will still mail a bill.
Right, you can get an emailed bill, you get a paper bill in the mail.
I know,
But
but
whichever
you have elderly people or older people who just don't know how to deal with it, and they're used to coming and getting help,
And I did get a phone call from a resident.
and you're going to get more of them,
The exact
because,
topic.
you know, you're
Just
outside
asking
your
what they-
comfort zone.
Yeah,
So,
just asking what the options were. They were pretty much saying like, I don't do online, right? Can I, how am I gonna pay my bill if I can't put it in?
That's why I said about
I
putting that
said,
in.
you'll be able to mail it in.
That's why I said about putting it in the newsletter, because, we have most of that together, but we need information from everybody.
We have the same system at Dyertown for your Dyertown Sewer Authority.
Right.
And, there are people mailing checks for that as well.
Okay.
It does, it costs a little bit more for us because we have to pay for the mailing, but it certainly balances itself out.
Motion to accept the reports on the monthly expenses, the treasury report, and sewer agent report.
Yes,
You made a motion?
yes, I'll make a motion.
I'll second. Roll call, Mr. Joy.
Yes.
Mr. Gallow.
Yes.
Mr. Rhodes.
Yes.
Mr. Bittler.
Yes.
I'll vote yes. Okay, Harold, manager's comments.
Okay, the gas pump cards, or that we talked about at the workers' shop. I would actually like you guys to authorize me to get a couple, so that we could try them in a police vehicle and in one for the public works. See how it goes. You can't get a pinpoint what you're gonna pay, because price of gas fluctuates. But I'd like to get two, see how they work out, and if they work out, we can work towards getting the entire fleet a card.
So I'll make a motion to authorize our manager to get 2 gas pump cards.
I'll second
Roll call, Mrs. Joy.
Did not hear what he said.
You just made a motion to have Harold get the 2 gas pump cards.
Yes.
Mr. Gallow.
Yes.
Mr. Rhodes.
Yes.
Mr. Bittler.
Yes.
I'll vote yes.
I received a call from the Exeter Township manager. They're looking to see whether we're interested in consolidating kind of resources. The examples the first one he gave out was police, and then fire, and that's kind of where he left it. I said I would bring up to the board. It's entirely up to you guys whether you want to enter into a discussion with them or not.
Already been down this road once with the police, I don't know about the fire, but been down the road once with this with the police, and, just like we got told with the state, you're looking at an hour. If they're at the other end of the area, you might get help right away and you might not. So what's in the best interest of our community? You're gonna open that can of worms, you might as well open it to a whole meeting over at the school again.
Well, I think that out of sheer cost effectiveness, it's probably not in our best interest.
No, it's not.
I'm not in favor of that.
I think it'll be several years of increased before you see any type of level off.
It's just,
I just, when my conversation with him, I said, I have to be quite honest, but I don't think this is
Is there
gonna work.
consensus
it's
now?
not beneficial to the community, that's the bottom line.
Is there
But
consensus?
my job is, it came in, to report it to you
No,
guys.
you
like
can
the
report it, but I told you the same thing.
Sound like the
when you announced
consensus is no, Harold.
What's that?
The consensus is no.
Yes.
Okay, got that. Resolution, I guess it's 2518. I didn't print this out for everyone. It's quite lengthy about director's retention. It covers everything in there you could think of, to include speeding tickets. But we just want to clean up these files as we come across this stuff. We have records in there from employees that are deceased, and we want to be able to clean up the files as we find this stuff. Nobody really has the time right now to, chase this, but we want to, as it becomes, our time becomes available.
You said it's 2518?
2518.
Yes, and it's to adopt the municipal records manual as the disposition schedule for the township, or?
It says, in essence that, yes.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it says, whereas the municipal records manual was approved the same by March 28, 2019, whereas the township, Robeson Township decided to dispose of records according to the statutory requirements.
Right, and that makes sense, and then each time you wanna dispose of batches of records, you just have to have a cover resolution stating what they are and the dates of them, under that manual.
Okay, I want to make a motion for resolution 25-18.
Thursday, I was like, Thursday, Tim, you say you wanted to go in and look at all the records, or did you get what you needed, or?
I did, and I just was gonna not comment. So.
All right, I was just making sure you got what you
It
were.
is so bad in there, folks. It's unbelievable.
Okay,
That's the only
I'll make a
comment.
resolution for that, resolution
Thanks
25-18.
for remembering our stuff.
So Joey making a motion to approve, to adopt resolution 2018. You making the motion, Joy, to approve resolution 2018?
I'll second that one.
Joy made a motion for a second, roll call. Mrs. Joy?
Yes.
Mr. Bello? Mr. Rose?
Yes.
Mr. Bittler?
Yes.
And I'll vote yes.
Okay, we saw the quote for the mini server. I feel like we ought to put that off. There's part 2 to that, which was in the packet on Thursday night, which is the actual relocating of the server so they can do this work. I kind of like to do it when it's a little bit cooler, because that AC unit's got to be down almost all day, and we're not going to do a whole lot in that room, so I prefer to do it when it gets cooler, and hopefully by then the new AC unit is on the roof, so we have more coolant in that building. Actually, when we do shut it down, push it.
Okay. So we're gonna table that.
Yes.
Till next month.
I don't think we're into it. Yeah, job descriptions for the new hires were distributed. I really didn't receive any feedback.
I saw Jeff Rose respond.
I did, yes, thank you.
Excuse me.
Oh,
Well,
Will
it
you leave
depends
me
on
out now?
who's sitting at their computer and has the time to read it at the
Come on,
moment,
Harry.
so.
You're gonna help me out here.
Even though I'm not a fan of those responses, as I think we should do everything in front of the public as best as possible. My only comment on the job descriptions are we are sorely in need of help. But one of the things I'd like to be inserted would be subject to the board of supervisors. We, about a year ago, started to rethink and consider certain of the tasks and authority we gave the manager, and that's something that we never completed, and I look forward to discussing that further. But there's a couple of little tweaks in there that maybe we want to do.
as I recall from the administration part of the ordinance, that the manager gets to do all the other stuff, but the ultimate hiring is done by the board of supervisors.
Yeah, but when we're talking about the description, I think there's a couple of times where we can insert in there subject to the board of supervisors, et cetera.
All these job descriptions need the board's approval.
Right, I'd like to sit and read them a little more, Harold, and go back to some things if you don't mind.
Well,
I'm ready to move forward here.
Does that,
we have someone coming in tomorrow.
Well, I was gonna say, having them come in
Hey,
and
where'd you get the,
making little changes in
sense
one
of humor part?
The what?
Sense of humor.
Well, we've actually discovered that we really need that.
I mean, did you
If
pull
you
out,
have a
did you
sense of
pull,
humor in that office.
did you pull that out from somewhere, or you just added that yourself?
Oh, no, we garnered it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Chris,
We had looked
laughed
at,
and cried.
No, I-
we had looked at several before formulating.
You're right, that's where it came from.
Yeah, but the one that's coming in is the same
So it
one that
won't
we had
affect any
before.
hiring
Right.
that we're doing now or anything like that?
Yeah, so, when somebody's hired, you wanna give them confidence to review it.
Well, I know, but I'm saying it's not gonna affect anything that we wanna do now.
Oh, no, but we need to do this,
For future.
Yeah.
and, I'd like to do it
Now,
before she conforms full-time
So we have a month.
Right.
We have.
well,
No,
no.
So
We're
you
gonna
said it
have
was
her
coming
on,
on half and half.
well, I'm hoping to have her on, at least part-time before then.
so you
I'll make a motion that we approve those job descriptions as drafted.
I'll second the motion.
roll call, Mr. Joy,
No, I'd like to read them longer, but
Mr. Gallow,
Yes.
Mr. Rhodes,
Yes.
Mr. Bentley.
I'll vote yes.
No, no, yes. Now, now, since we're talking about that, I know it's not really on the agenda, but, motions to advertise for anybody?
Well, if you guys wanna give me a motion to advertise, I'm fine with that, because, but we need to have job descriptions before we do the advertisement. Now, if you looked at, one of the extra job that we're looking for is in there. But, as far as the manager's position, we need to reformulate that, job description. And, whatever else you guys wanna hire for, we need to make sure we update job descriptions. We actually found one of the job descriptions that was approved, where they're required to know notice 1, 2, 3.
technology changed.
So, I mean, yeah, so we wanna update and make sure that we're, asking the right questions.
So for the manager posting, we're thinking next month?
I would like to, but, you guys need to review and let me know what you want in that job
I think we
description.
need to make that move, assuming the time of, notice given to another employer and getting them in and you riding with them for a little bit, we're pushing the end of the year already.
Oh, absolutely.
Alright, if we can have everything in our hands by August.
Yeah, so I did send out, 3, manager descriptions, so if you guys wanna look them over and piecemeal them, or, say, like one of them, most, and we can hash this out before, the next, regular meeting, and, get it approved.
Harold, do you need me to also look over the manager description? You talked about the, fiscal assistant, but you also need to look over manager?
Well, we have one.
Okay.
Joy, if you come up with some, dramatic changes you want, we can always revise
I
it.
was gonna say, it's not even dramatic, it's just, it's been an insane week, so we'll just play catch up on it, that's all I was asking for.
Okay, then, we would like a motion to advertise the, old Hinkle snowplow. We already have one for the backhoe, but Barry identified that we have this snowplow that we have no use for, and we don't need lawn ornaments at the
I'll
time.
make that motion, Harold, you don't have to ask twice.
We wanna put dates on here, since let's have a motion for you to public notice.
Want to put a price?
Well, dates.
The dates.
Oh, dates.
You wanna send tomorrow?
Uh.
Cause the little thing has, starting on at 8
Oh.
AM on.
Yeah, so, yeah, that'd be fine. I don't know, can we get to that tomorrow, Paul? Okay.
You can do it, it might not make it in tomorrow, but you can make
Yeah.
it in for the
We
weekend.
mail it in.
What
Yeah.
ending date? What ending date
How long
do we
will
want?
you give it? A week, 10 days?
Every month?
Well, normally when they put something on municipal bid, they do it for 30 days.
Yeah.
We don't have to, but I've already got several calls from people watching the meeting, about the backup.
That's good.
Joy would like to make a motion, it sounded like she made a motion, the bidding will begin at 8 AM on July 16th, ending on,
Why don't we do the 15th, which is a month, it's a Friday, and then we
Well-
have our meeting on the 19th.
I think for legal things, we only have to advertise that we have it on municipal bid.
When you bid electronically, you can take a look at that, because.
I think we only need to advertise we have it on municipal bid, and it can stay on municipal bid for 30
Friday,
days.
and have our meeting on
16th to
Tuesday.
the 15th, yeah.
Yeah, what do you- 3 days looking. They've been rusting in place this long, it's a little bit longer.
Why don't you keep going with the meeting and I'll get.
Well, we have the motion on the table.
Oh,
The motions for to July 16th to the August 15th.
I don't think we wanna advertise the paper that long. I'm sure we only have advertising in the paper to let everybody know what's
Well,
for.
this paper just has a municipal.
We can approve
It
that.
doesn't say.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine.
It
Shouldn't
doesn't
have
say
a problem
paper.
with that.
All right, so we got the 16th to the 15th of August. So we have a motion, we have a second.
Joy is who's the
I
second?
did, but I can,
Okay.
I'll do that.
All right, roll call, Mr. Joy,
Yes.
Mr. Gallow,
Yes.
Mr. Rhodes,
Yes.
Mr. Bitler.
Yes.
I vote yes.
The community project that was up for open workshop, Paula has emailed them and tried to call and has received no response.
No, they could be on vacation though too.
We have no additional information, so we're probably not gonna be able to help them. The next thing is, I sent out the email with Danelle's requirements and what she wants. You guys wanna bring her on, don't wanna bring her on, or what do you think about it?
We will go a recent hire, I think she will be able to handle it, I don't want to bring her on.
And I don't know what everyone else thinks, but the last time she did a great job, and she would help.
Yeah, she did a
She
great
was
job, I just
excellent.
don't think we need her.
My concern is, what's transpired since March and bringing everything back up. So,
What has transpired since March?
records were not quite in the way they should be, and we're only just beginning to find things.
You need someone who's almost, in many ways, a really good deep dive on accounting. And she's really good at it, you know, I'm not saying we wanna go blow money, but you do want somebody to find all those problems and fix them so that it's clean for whoever you bring in to employ.
Well, my thought was too, and we don't have to keep her for a long period of time.
No,
But,
she
my
has,
thought too was, she would be able to show this person some of the nuances
absolutely,
of municipal accounting.
absolutely, she'd be very helpful, and she could also help to train somebody so that you're not putting somebody out in left field. You know, we've already been down that road, I don't think we wanna go down it again.
What do you think, Jeff?
Remember,
I mean, I sort of agree a little bit with Joy on the fact that we should have it cleaned up prior to bringing someone on board, and then at least have Danelle here or a bit of an overlap maybe to,
I
like
think-
Harold to show her some nuances, like I think.
I think I've changed my mind based on what Harold said, so let's get her on.
What do you think,
It'll
2 months,
go a
are you gonna
little
set a
smoother.
time window, 2 months, 3 months, what do you think?
why don't you come in for like
So
a
I-
month?
address
I would
monthly?
bet,
Yeah,
this
let's
is
look
only
at it
my,
monthly.
Let's hear whatever.
this is only my guess, I'm thinking it's gonna take her a couple of weeks just to figure out what all is wrong and then to try and fix it. But I'm thinking we should be able to wrap this up in a couple of months.
So why don't we make it a monthly review at the meeting?
Okay.
You,
The other thing is, I would like to have her remote access so that she can work from Delaware as opposed to keep track.
Yeah, because
You're
here,
gonna have to
because
follow the
because
systems
here,
now.
Yeah,
because
would that be
her,
QuickBooks Online then,
I don't wanna do QuickBooks Online, I
No.
should give her,
just remote in?
because some of
Oh, yeah.
her things that she
The
would want,
cost
she
of
would
that
want
is
them, the mileage rate, then to pay for hotel stay.
Right,
yeah, if you can give her like email access.
remote will save us a
Yeah,
lot of
and-
money, and Systems Net can give her access, so,
so I mean, that's my thoughts, I mean.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then, you know, because QuickBooks Online is a different program
Oh,
than
yeah.
what we use.
And it's very expensive on a monthly basis.
And it also isn't as powerful as the desktop program we use.
You can't do a lot of the things you
Make
could.
sure that, whatever needs to be done by Systems Net is included in our contract, or if there's an extra cost for that as well. Because I'm sure they're gonna have to create a secure VPN tunnel
They
and
are,
give her
And
the
VPN
software, all that stuff.
and everything else.
So, you know, the other thing.
It might be included in the contract, I don't know, but just.
Yeah, she's gonna have to come up here, but we also have, a laptop. So I don't know what capabilities are on the laptops,
Okay,
but, you know, we probably just give her the laptop.
give her a laptop.
Laptops are really not gonna be anything.
Give her a laptop.
The laptop's pretty easy, you're just letting her use our laptop to
Now, if we
get in.
make this motion, I guess we need to say her billing rate would be $200 an hour. That's what she asked for. And if she does travel here, she wanted us to pay for her mileage,
And hotel room,
you know, IRS mileage from Delaware to Township buildings, as well as tolls, hotel stay.
make the motion for her on month and get monthly updates by the board at the $200 an hour plus her request. But we have to supply her with a computer and we have to have systems net allow her a tunnel in with the VPN.
And when was the start date? Who would make the motion?
Why don't,
Tomorrow?
Harold, did she give you a did she give you a
I haven't
definition?
spoken to her since I sent out that email.
Well,
So
then
I can check with her
Well, we
availability.
can say tomorrow, she's obviously not gonna drive up here.
right, so, you know,
This is already 15th, so let's start at,
Monday.
When she can.
Yeah.
Make it
Effective
effective immediately
Effective
at your
immediately.
discretion.
just put a day on it, I mean, how many days on it,
That's why he said
30
for day
days
one.
from the time she starts, or,
Even if he
and
talks to
review
her
it every
tomorrow.
30 days or something.
Alright, so the motion would be for us to hire Janelle at her $200 per hour, her other requests for mileage, and tolls, hotel stay. We'll say start date July 16th, since no one's gonna talk to her tonight. And we will review everything in each meeting.
Yep, sounds good.
Alright, that's my motion.
Second,
Alright, roll call, Mrs. Joy.
yes.
Mr. Gallow.
Yes.
Mr. Rose.
Yes.
Mr. Bennett.
Yes.
I vote yes.
So who ended up making the motion? You did.
Chris,
And Joy was the second.
yes.
Anything else, any comments here?
No, I just have a couple things for, to say.
Alright, anybody, any updates on any of the other things here under the supervisor's reports, anything else?
No, I'm pulling stuff to go out for the newsletter, but everybody's gotta get their pieces together, the rest of it's, they're doing the advertising part of it right now, so we just gotta get our pieces together.
Alright, so anyone like to make a motion to approve the minutes and reports in our possession?
And so we have,
I'll second roll call, Mrs. Joy.
yes.
Mr. Gallow. Yes. Mr. Rhodes.
Yes.
Mr. Bittler.
Vote yes.
No, yes. Alright, engineering.
Good evening, board. First item that I have here for your consideration tonight is Old Hickory Buildings. We do have Sharanya from Greg Boge's office here to review the plan with you. The Planning Commission at their meeting did recommend conditional final plan approval for this plan, conditioned upon our June 26, 2025 review letter, which was in my report to you. Which includes, and what was also conditioned on the approval, were outside agency approvals, Berks County Conservation District and NPDS, which they have received a technical review. PennDOT for the new intersection alignment, which they have received a technical review and revised their plans in accordance with that, as well as an agreement with Coomer Township, because it is Coomer Township signal. My understanding is you do have that agreement and you are going to provide that as well. So it's up to you if you want to see the plan.
Here's the plan for the old Hickory. Initially, a few months ago, the client wanted to have a building at Cumberland Township as well and the Robeson Township, but the client pushed back on the Cumberland Township building, so now we just have a building at Robeson Township with a shed in here, and this is the driveway entrance by Route 10. This is right opposite to Penske. And this, the signal over there is Cumberland Township's responsibility, and we do have the traffic and maintenance agreement from them. Currently, we just have the drive to the building and gravel area for the trucks to turn around. Pretty simple plan at the moment, and stormwater is also designed for the site, which is in Robeson Township. And there was 3 conditions that we had to meet, and we went back and forth with Brian, and the clients were okay with the 3 conditions that the town, based on the Cuyahoga Township recommend.
Yeah, we should discuss those quickly, because I think my numbers were off at the planning commission. I don't know if you have them on that.
I do have that.
It was, so if the board recalls, there is a woodland disturbance requirement in our zoning ordinance that the planning commission is working on generally reviewing this as we go, but the number of trees that they are proposing as part of their landscaping plan, you can see there is generally quite extensive. There's a number of plantings they're proposing on this site. That's to make up for their woodland removal, woodland disturbance. And there was a number of trees that you had agreed to provide to the township.
Correct.
And a number of, to be placed on township grounds, and a number of trees which you had agreed to provide to be placed at other locations throughout the township. Now, do you recall, do you have what those numbers are?
Yeah, I don't have the numbers, we do have agreed to 18 trees would be donated by the developer, and 10 trees would be designed for the use of the township grounds, and 8 would be utilized elsewhere throughout the township. The applicant is agreeable to this proposal.
So that would be reflected in their developer's agreement, I would assume, in some form or fashion. But the reason that I wanted to bring this up is, I think it's worth noting, these trees are going to be delivered here. We'll have to plant them. And I'm looking at Barry. Now, the planning commission, so they're 2-inch caliper trees. They're not huge, but we will need to decide on locations for them. I know the planning commission had some ideas as well. And I just wanted to put this on your radar so that everybody was aware of this.
Do we know what we're getting?
Yeah, what kind of trees?
There's a planning list, and I'm sure that we can determine what's appropriate, but there is an approved planning list in our ordinance.
Yeah.
These would be off of that list. They're not evergreens.
I think
This,
that we have lost several sycamores down at the park. Probably sycamores not on the approved list, but it would be beneficial to get some sycamores or light trees for down there.
I can let the clients know about it.
Motion for shovels.
I just wanted to bring that up before you.
Alright, anyone like to make a motion for the conditional plan approval for the Old Hickory building?
Yes, I will make that motion for the conditional approval, plan approval for the Old Hickory buildings, since they've met the 3 conditions.
Alright, I'll second roll call. Mr. Joy?
Yes.
Mr. Gallow?
Yes.
Mr. Rhodes?
Yes.
Mr. Bittler?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, also, Green Hills Estates had requested an escrow release, several months back, and we tabled this because we were working through the sewer agreements at the time.
I did see it, although I didn't really read it. Keith Showalter has put out something, what he is recommending it be reduced to.
Okay, and Joan said the same thing, that's on the sewer side of things.
Yes, I can see
So-
that.
What we're looking at here, this is escrow release number 2. The improvements associated with this are essentially the improvements for the second access drive, which they received PennDOT approval for late in the process, right before we released the plans for the recording.
One of our many complaints was the fact that driveway, the water ran across and washed out the person's driveway across the street to the tune of a 4-foot drop.
I have not been able to visit the site to take a look at that. There is certainly still plenty of money in escrow. If the board wants to continue to table this, that's fine. If you want to approve this and have me look at that anyway, I don't think that any approval of this relinquishes our right to look into that issue. But that's completely up to you.
Right, it would be an authorization at the discretion of the engineer.
So we can basically, once you look at it, decide if we want to release it.
Either way is fine with me. If you want to release it and have me, there's still significant funds in escrow, significant funds in ENS and stormwater controls. But however the board wants to proceed, that's completely up to you. I was just not able to get out there.
I would wait until you look at it.
Yeah,
Okay.
we have money, but
My property, I want to make sure.
I don't want to give back money and then be like, yeah, okay, that's great that you have more money, but
We'll table that. I will take a look at it and coordinate with Harold, and we'll go from there. Next item, Livingstone has well exceeded their 18 months maintenance period. They requested the release of their maintenance funds that total $97,348.96. and that letter is in my report. Harold, just for your reference, I did include all the bank information that I had from the files for your reference, because I know when you go to look this up, it goes back a ways. Barry and I did visit the site. I think we're at a point now where we could recommend, or are recommending to you, release of that maintenance.
All right, I'll make a motion to release the $97,348.96 for the Lee Stone. There. So the 97,348.96.
I'll second the motion.
Roll call, Mr. Joy,
Yes.
Mr. Gallow,
Yes.
Mr. Rhodes,
Yes.
Mr. Bitler.
Yes.
I'll vote yes.
Quick update item for you. This is not on the agenda, but again, it's just an update. There was a pre-construction meeting today for the Zion Road culvert. Everything is proceeding with that. They did circulate an e-tour plan, which Howard and I discussed through the meeting. We didn't get a chance to review that yet, but we will get that so that the public's aware of what's going to be happening. Barry's going to post the road to be closed a week or two in advance, so everybody's well aware of this. But everything is proceeding with that project. They're, in a perfect world, looking to move in August 4th and be complete in advance of the first day of school of August 26th. So, just an information item there. Similarly, the street work is progressing. They're looking to, what did Alan Myers say?
We're looking at like the end of August.
End of August as well, and oil and chip is on hold till we can get some prep work done as well.
Yeah.
So the weather is wreaking havoc on all of our paving activities.
You have no control over Mother Nature. It is what it is.
Right now, Mother Nature's sending us backwards.
Well, there's not a thing we can do about Mother Nature except suck it up and keep going.
So we'll continue to update everybody on that. Additionally, there was a concern raised at the last meeting regarding the Allegheny Creek and Route 568 and some of the issues that we're seeing with clogging and debris in that area. Following that meeting, I think it was at the Township building the day or two after, we made a call with Justin Schwatman to Berks DES, and then I confirmed the discussion that we had with the Berks County Conservation District. If we do not enter the creek with any equipment, we do not need permits to do that work. Okay, so that's where we're at with that. If we need to enter with equipment, we would have to get permits. And we're thinking that if we can clean some of that stuff up from the bank, maybe we can get away with doing this without permits. County Conservation District said they would coordinate with us to the greatest extent possible. We will have to look into any private landowner permission to access these areas. I haven't looked at that too closely. But as part of our correspondence, we also received a Clean Water Fund request that we were able to submit to the County Conservation District with the potential for receiving some funds to help offset any of our costs. So tonight, I believe we're seeking the board's permission to go ahead and complete this. I can fill out a portion. I think that we're going to need Barry and Harold to complete some of the cost stuff. We'll try to put some cost to this and submit this to the county to see if they're willing to give us any money to get in there and help clean this up. And then in the meantime, we can see if there's any private landowner permission we need to get in there or what have you. And maybe we can at least try to address this to some extent.
Technically, we can walk, we can actually go walk into the creek if there was stuff that we had to pull out. We just can't put equipment in it.
Correct.
So we could put a rope around it if there was a big log to drag it out.
Yep. And I can circulate all of that to the board. Again, I just haven't had a lot of time at my desk here recently.
All right, well,
I can't
I'll make a
why.
motion, I'll make a motion for Ryan, Harold, and Barry to fill out this Clean Water Fund request.
I second that one.
Yeah. All right, roll call, Mr. Joy,
Yes.
Mr. Gallow,
Yes.
Mr. Rhodes,
Yes.
Mr. Bitler.
Yes.
I'll vote yes.
Okay. I believe that's all I have for you this evening, unless anybody has questions in the report or any of our various projects that are ongoing.
All right, not then, Solicitor Monday.
Okay, we'll go back to item 6F under the manager's comments. I have an answer for that as far as advertising. Only one advertisement is required with electronic auction. The internet address has to be included in the auction. It's the requirements for advertising when it's sale by auction, an electronic auction are under 1504 A, D, and E of the second-class township code.
So it doesn't say how long that printed advertisement needs to be. That says we have to do that.
The advertisement needs to be published once, not less than 10 days before the date set for the public auction, and the date for opening bids or public auction shall be announced in the advertisement. Advertisement for electronic auction sales authorized in subsection D has to include the internet address or means of accessing electronic auction and date, time, and duration of the electronic auction. And then 1504D specifically includes an electronic auction sale. Bids are accepted electronically at the time and manner designated in the advertisement. During the auction, each bidder shall have the capability to view the bidder's bid rank or high bid price and can increase their bid prices. Just says purchase price shall be paid by the high bidder immediately or at a reasonable time after the conclusion of the electronic auction. It doesn't say anything about the duration of the auction.
So our other motion is not valid then, right?
No, we're gonna have to redo the motion to advertise before we advertise.
The advertisement paper before we do the online auction.
10 days.
The auction is separate.
Yeah, so, but we could do one day and put all that information in there and 10 days later go live with.
Right,
news
right,
events.
yes.
Yes.
So you need to rescind the prior motion and
Make the motion
Make
to
an
rescind that motion.
prior
Second
action.
Roll call, Mrs. Joy.
Yes.
Mr. Gallow.
Yes.
Mr. Rhodes.
Yes.
Mr. Bitler.
Yes.
And then you'll want to adopt a motion that's in line with section 1504.
I was reread
So a motion authorizing the advertisement of the sale of the Hinkle snowplow by electronic auction.
Oh, it's the Hinkle snowplow
And
and
the John Deere.
the John Deere tractor,
And
which
John
they
Deere
approved to
tractor.
sell.
I'll make that motion. Thanks, Jim. A little too convoluted.
I'll second. Roll call, Mrs. Joy.
Yes.
Mr. Gallow.
Yes.
Mr. Rhodes.
Yes.
Mr. Bitler.
Yes.
None of it has.
All right, the PAM's contract, you have the PAM's contract with my comments. That's also been passed along to the authority. The authority will have it on their agenda for Monday night. I believe that you can adopt the PAM's contract if you wish to do so. For stormwater fees collection, you can, because that only involves this body. And for the sewage user fees, subject to authority approval.
Or we can wait.
Yes, that's also an option.
Wait and do them all at once,
You just want to wait till after the municipal authority meeting, you're saying?
probably.
Yeah, wait till after their
Or-
meeting.
Well, this is July, so if you do it in August, September, we're hoping to make this move. So, I mean, we're not ready to make this move right now, but it was originally supposed to go in June. And it's pushed and it's gonna be pushed.
Well, but it goes into October, you're in the first, in the last quarter of the year, so at least you're starting on a quarter.
Well, just because you're agreeing to this doesn't mean we're gonna start it. But I started to already,
Alright,
and
we're
we have
waiting to see
to
what,
reconcile all those accounts and send out letters.
might be still waiting for the user.
We'll just wait till-
But we very well can't do that until we have an approved document.
The alternative is do what she's saying, which is make it subject to their
Pending their review.
Yeah.
Conditional approval.
Subject to authorization.
Right, yes, subject to authority approval.
Alright, so we'd like to do that.
For, looking forward,
Roll call, Mr. Joy,
yes.
Mr. Doyle,
Yes.
Mr. Rhodes,
Yes.
Mr. Bittler.
Yes.
Okay, and the next item is Dyer Quarry, the request for zoning amendment, that was discussed in planning commission, and it has been forwarded to the county planning commission. And so we're waiting comments from the county planning commission on the zoning request. And that's all I have unless the board has any questions.
So it's gonna be approved.
Alright, Aaron.
Evening board, the only thing I have is, request approval, to purchase tires from Race Tire for the Mack tandem axle. That's a total of 10 tires. That'll come out of line code 437-277 for the maintenance of that vehicle.
Does that expend the whole budget for that vehicle or no?
I don't think so. I know we had put it in for, an extra $5,000 or so at the end of the year. I have to look and see what that's at.
So I'll make that motion to purchase those tires for that amount, line code.
I'll second it.
Roll call, Mrs. Joy,
Yes.
Mr. Doyle,
Yes.
Mr. Rhodes,
Yes.
Mr. Bittler.
Yes.
If I could just add something to your question, Harold and I are working through some of those line codes because there's a lot that are messed up, to say the least. Yeah.
I did forget one thing I had here. I happened to find a, possible grant to rehab this building. My only problem is I just don't have the spare time to rent. Anybody that might be able to help, I'll be glad to take whatever assistance I can get, but right now I do not have the time.
Send me the grant info, I will reach out to someone and see.
Okay. And, the manufacturer of the driving, which is, the driving, they don't call it driving anymore, they have a different name. I'm waiting to hear, he should be out here either next week or the week after to survey this and see what exactly it's gonna need.
Anything else, Harold, before we get to your session?
Looks like there's no business there.
Yeah, well, website and social media impact we wanna get because we don't wanna forget about it, that's their main purpose.
Alright, I guess we'll go to executive session at 7:49. Discuss legal personnel issues. You guys need me to early dismissal?
No. You're hanging here.
Okay. Start doing that, sure. Because we've done that a bunch of times, if you would help us out, we're doing that Thursday. Thanks.
Ron, you're leaving, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I think it'll hold it, Jordan.
Did you?
Just so you know where we are.
I don't know. Not only that, she's got to have her size.
their street,
Their street our problem.
yeah, but I can't believe, like, our bridges get inspected sometimes annually, sometimes twice a year, you know?
Well, that's the problem, if you look at the railroad, so look at, if we move those lots from there and don't get them out of there, the railroad bridge is all jammed up already too.
I'm surprised that, you know, these entities that have bridges like we do, don't have to have the same inspections we do. Now, the railroads are different animal and,
Yeah.
but still, you would think that somebody has to be inspected. When a bridge jammed under one of our bridges, gosh, it's not 2 weeks till we hear about it.
Yeah.
The next day.
So, yeah, we'll explore everything.
You know, one other thing to look at the end of Proudfoot, when you stop the blacktop bridge, all the water comes down Proudfoot now. Nothing goes in that drain. And you're flooding that lady's house out. When she comes to look at that house, she's gonna probably have a fit.
Chances.
The last house on 568, no one lives there. It's, Wining's house.
East side, it's on the east side, so.
Oh yeah, there is none on
Yeah.
that. So all the water's coming to the edge, right where you stop the blacktop berm, and it all runs down around that corner. Behind her yard, right to the back of her house.
It's just extended.
I took pictures and stuff, just wanted to see anything.
Yeah, get them.
Because I don't know, because if you went up 568 after that was all washed out, because all our Proudfoot water went down 568 instead of what we originally.
It was closed, right? Last season was closed.
Yeah.
That's just.
No, it's, the reason it's the log jam, because all the water went through the woods and knocked all the trees
Yeah.
down.
We were getting it from every angle.
It's insane.
We can, the road crew to extend that stuff.
Yeah, you need like 50 yards yet to make it go in that catch basin. I just wanted to bring that to your attention.
You can do that.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Take care.
Take care.
You guys.
Did you, and those road close signs out on the corner?
Yeah,
Is
those were actually there for when we were
Okay.
working on.
Yeah, I didn't know if you left them behind or.
I think we're missing two yet.
I'll have to check, I still didn't get down and check the, garage, I asked
We
somebody.
can look too, it's no big deal. It's, every year a couple of them
Yeah,
get.
well, yeah, and I mean, you guys had them all out, we had them out for those 2 days at court.
I just wanted to report it, but right now that's like the least of my worries.
Were you guys busy last night?
It's not in that center.
Seems like every day right around 4:30, 5 o'clock.
You know, we're trying to get Cedar Hill, trying to play catch up on all the calls that are coming in for sides of the road washed out and all that stuff. It's
Mm-hmm.
no shortage of work.
executive session 8:03. To discuss the personnel issues. I will say it's 8:04, and I can make a motion to adjourn at 8:04.
I make that motion.
Do you have a second?
I will do that.
All in favor? Aye.
End up my sign.
Did everybody make it to the bank to do their paperwork? Because when I went down, there was still missing one. You didn't make it to the bank yet, Mr. Bidler? Apparently not.
See you later. What's the next month? Maybe next month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night. And you stay down there, like, for 10 minutes. Just reach out to me, but then we'll see you later.
Yeah, that's one, we all weren't here, we don't have like one person in town, so I'll just get you this. But
Yeah, so, just wanna do that, and then deliver it beforehand.
Okay.
And then just.
Yep.
leave it,
I do that, yeah.
fire and just clear it up then.
Yep.
It's not that, everything's so long, so it'll not take that long, so
Yeah.
5-10 minutes.
Yeah, I know, mine's not.
Something else here, right?
Here's the Christopher, here's the ones for
Hey, Steve. Oh, so, I saw this attack on your suggestion for the trees in the park. We even asked by the if they want, if we do trees for first base shade. So if you think about that, we've had the team asking us, when we put trees on first base, we have a sign for the afternoon kills them. So think about it. If they're gonna give us trees, if we just line that first base line.
So when we do the comment, when we do the comment,
Okay.
good, we got
So you say, maybe with, I don't know what kind of trees we're asking, think about that, right? But that's the biggest question we want.
So we have to come extra couple.
That's the thing about that, that's something that was asked of us for many months.
It's only gonna go up.
Because when the sun sets, it wipes out the visibility, that means it's moving. So, I think just something about.
Yeah, thanks.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys can
Read the last one, please.
This one down here?
Yeah, no, down further,
The bottom one?
yeah.
That's hilarious. Well, right. I mean, if reality, read the ordinance,
We did some levity.
by just having random pallets and a.
That's good.
Somewhere.
Years ago, they went to, which was, house maintenance, home maintenance, like if you had, your windows were muddy and the sidewalks were cracked or something.
Easy to see, no HOA.